Very somber day here in KwaZulu-Natal and Eskalweni, where we're seeing a lot of international as well as local friends flockling in and trickling into the Eskalweni TVET College, where the funeral service is expected to start shortly. I am told that the family have met privately at the home, where they will be having a private prayer ceremony, and then they'll be making their way to this hall here. If I'm just going to step out of shot and show you back at home some of the people that have started arriving already, trickling into the hall, coming to, say their last respects to Lindani Myeni, as well as show support and solidarity to Lindani Myeni and the family here in KwaZulu-Natal. And a lot of shock, a lot of anger, Blaine, I must say, to make mention of this. I've been speaking to several of the mourners that are coming in here, and many are still saying that they cannot believe that Lindani is gone, that they are still appalled at the way that he was killed in the United States of America. I'm joined by Barnard Mthembu. He's flown all the way from the States to give support to the family. He was a friend of Lindani Myeni. Thank you so much for joining us, Barnard. If you can just take us through your friendship with Lindani.
Okay. Thank you for having me. We grew up with Lindani. I would say I know him since we were like 10 years or to like 12 years. And we used to walk from our home to Tyson High School, where we used to practice rugby for development. And that's where our friendship started. And so we played, and then we had like opportunity to have like scholarships with some of the private high schools. And we kept in contact with Lindani because he was just one of those people that's always humble. He was a big guy, but like he was so humble. Even in the field, I don't remember a day where Lindani retaliated, to be honest. Like rugby is a physical sport, but I never seen that in the field with him. He always know how to greet people. He always like humble and polite. And he was one of our best players we had at that time, but he wasn't like boastful about it. He was still humble about it. And even like his walk with Christ, he only lived one life. That's what I would say. What you see in the field, what you saw outside, he was just still the same nice person. I'm really hurt. Yeah, I'm really hurt because even in the States, he was like one of my closest brother I had. We talked over the phone like 2 days prior the police killed him. We talked and we covered a lot of things, like really deep things, and his plan and his family. So it's really sad, and I can't express like really what I'm feeling right now, but it's sad and it's unjust.
Now, I know that you spent some time with Lindani in the States. You flew in just yesterday. When the news broke, what was it like? Back in South Africa, there was a lot of anger, a lot of shock. But just take us through what it was in America when you heard that a South African man was killed by the hands of the police.
I was broken because Hawaii, I'm in Utah. So it's like hours are different. So when I woke up and I was getting ready for work, and I checked my phone and I saw Lynn's a lot of texts, and then said they took my king, and I just broke down. I cried, and after that I remember I was scared even to go outside. I was scared to go outside, and I had this hate, anger in me, and I was asking myself, what have we done to these people that they treat us in such a manner and don't give us the respect or the dignity that we need. I was just broken. I still even fear for my life. I know I'm going back to the States, but I'm still scared, because it seems like if you're a black person, they don't take you as a human being. I think like they treat animals way better than they do treat black people. I didn't have words. I didn't know what to tell Lindsay. I just told my fiance that day, and she didn't know what to say. She's white, but she was also scared, So I I don't know where we're going with this, and I don't know what the state is going to do.
Thank you so much for sharing your views with us, Barnard, and once again, my sincere condolences to you.
Thank you.
I'm just going to move on, Blaine. There's several more mourners that are flocking in here. If I can just speak to this gentleman. Hi, sir. You're here to pay your respects and also to support the family. How are you feeling today?
Sad, I think so. I'm Sandiso Hamilton from Ingwavuma. I'm part of the extended family, and I saw Lindani as a child last. So for me, it was very sad what happened, and I think for me was also the whole relation between races. That's very much on my heart, to build relations, and this certainly didn't help towards that. So for me, it's just being here, supporting the family, and hopefully also building relations. I think so. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your story as well. There was also another gentleman that grew up with Lindani here in the area. And these are the sentiments that many people are saying here on the grounds. I've spoken to many off camera as well, Blaine, and totally just saddened by the great loss that they have experienced here, not only in KwaZulu-Natal, but across the country. The story has really rocked the country, the African continent, and just sheer devastation all around. And these are the sentiments that are coming around. On Thursday, there was a memorial service where we also had a chance to speak to Lindani Myeni, and she just shared that she drew comfort and strength from the South African country, but also from her South African family, and saying that she herself, like Barnard was saying, is afraid to return back to America. She's even contemplating on getting a citizenship here and raising Lindani and her children in South Africa, and those were her sentiments, just saying that the brutality in which he was killed was just, shocking and truly unnecessary. And many mourners here that are going to be flocking into the hall to pay their last respects and to say goodbye to Lindani Myeni will be sharing their stories throughout the day, and we'll keep you abreast with that. It's back to you in studio.
It's really been an emotional roller coaster for the family and friends of Lindani Myeni, isn't it? Trying to get answers to figure out what happened, the circumstances surrounding his death. When you look at the program today, Jayed-Leigh, who are we likely to hear from?
Well, just glancing through the program, Blaine, a lot of friends, a lot of international friends as well. Celeste Augusta, he spoke on Thursday at the memorial. He's also one of the speakers today. Also the MEC, several MECs will be coming through. Not yet sure if the Premier of the province will be here today. We do know that he was in KwaNongoma yesterday, but he did attend the memorial service on Thursday. But a lot of friends, a lot of family members as well are expected to speak today, Blaine.
Jayed-Leigh Paulse live for us in KwaZulu-Natal. Thank you.